The best time to trim back peonies in the garden is September, October, or November. In some cases, your peonies or the foliage of the peonies look perfect. So as long as the foliage looks good, you can leave some of this foliage on your peonies later. But in some cases, right in front of me here, you see powdery mildew that is covering this peony. So what you want to do is prune this and get rid of this foliage that has been damaged. In fact, on all peonies, I recommend when you cut them back, you throw away the foliage. You do not put it in a compost pile or anything like that. So, what you're going to do, sometimes knee pads work. I don't have knee pads, but I'm going to come down and prune this peony. And as you can see, compared to this nice healthy peony, this has a lot of powdery mildew. Powdery mildew is this white substance that coats the leaves. Keep in mind, once you have powdery mildew, it's too late to control it. So it is important with peonies that you treat peonies early in the season according to labeled directions on a fungicide that controls powdery mildew. Now, since this peony is filled with powdery mildew, what you're going to want to do is cut the peony as low as possible. So you're going to come in and prune all the old foliage. And the reason I have a trash can here is I'm going to throw it away. I just pruned the herbaceous peony, where the foliage dies back to the ground and then it produces new foliage next spring. The important thing is you do not prune tree peonies. So tree peonies do not get pruned, and this is a tree peony. If you were to prune the tree peony, you would severely damage this plant. Another disease issue that affects peonies is leaf blotch. And you can see these darkened blotches on the leaves. So it's like powdery mildew. It needs to be removed and thrown away. So you can just come in. Sometimes I use a shears like this, but I prefer to use a hand shears if I can, if I don't have too many. This is not something you want to use a weed trimmer or a mower on, because you're not going to be able to save the foliage to throw away. So you're just going to come in and again, this is a herbaceous peony, a peony that dies back to the ground. So you're going to remove all the foliage, any old leaves. Cut them as low as you can. And if you look very carefully, there's buds. I'll see if I can get rid of this. There's buds at the base, and these pink buds will produce foliage for next year. The more you remove these damaged and diseased leaves, the less disease issues you'll have next year. I'm Mark Viette. Join me next time in the garden.
Email your gardening questions to viette@viette.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Tammy Brawley.